Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Mod Monday. Uh, I have a cold today, so I'm going to sound a little off, but that's okay because we have a mod that I've wanted to have for a long time, and we can't waste a golden opportunity like this, can we? What are we talking about? We are talking about the Lizard Silverado 3500. And it's got lots of configurations, it's got lots of different cool features. We need to talk about it all. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. I've got some of the different styles and features in these three trucks I got ahead of me here. We're going to kind of go over and show you what everything is. So the first one here is the white one. I didn't change anything. This is just as stock gets. So for example, no fog lights in the bumpers, whereas you see those two trucks do. It just comes with a steel bumper. It's got the black grille with the black crossbar saying Silverado on there. It's got the black hood scoop on it, black mirrors, black door handles, black fender trim. Everything is very, very stock. Inside you have black seats. There's two console options. I will show you those in just a moment. Yeah, these are the stock tires, stock rims, nothing special, stock bumper, doesn't even have a ball hitch. And inside the box we have nothing. So yeah, this is what a stock truck gets you. Still a really well done mod, I have to say. All things considered, it looks really nice, really well done. I'm a huge GM fan, even though I don't like this model in real life, and I would never buy this truck in real life, but just to see that someone put all that effort into it makes me extremely happy. And so we're going to take a look inside now. So what you're going to see, we have the black interior here. We have what you call the normal center console. You have the cup holders kind of at the front. You got a couple little pockets there for your phone and change and whatnot. Just your standard. Out the console and the seat colors and that is because you can change that to a bit of an orangish brown, and we're going to show you that in just a second here. We got lots of lighting, roof lighting. There's even one where the dome light comes on. But yeah, that is your stock one right there. But moving right along here, this one I try to do some mods. Obviously you can see it's got a bit of a roof rack there. I have not tested to see if we can put any cargo in there or not, but that's besides the point, kind of. Those overhead lights, they are functional. I will show you that in a little bit. You can see here I elected to have a blue crossbar instead of the typical black one. I added some fog lights to the bottom. I went for a little bit of a heavier tire. Now there are a fair number of tire choices to choose from, and you can see here from the stock tires, like these look like some I don't know, maybe some Michelin LTX tires, you know, just your standard 2-ply run-of-the-mill tires. And then you got a little more aggressive tires here. You can see I added these bushwhacker fenders. Sadly I didn't add them to the back. I'm not sure what happened there, but we'll figure that one out yet. Other little details, if you look at the mirrors here, I got the blue caps, like the matching with the body moldings, whereas here's just black. And with this other dually I got here, that's a chrome one. So there's definitely some really cool options as far as mirrors go. This one here I added some steps as well. I really thought that put this truck together really nicely. You can change the color of your door handles. You can have color keyed, you can have black, or like right here I got some color keyed red handles, and you can also get chrome. So I want to put together a nice chromed out truck yet, yeah, just to show you guys what we're dealing with. Roll bars, there's quite a few options of roll bars. I chose complete black, and I chose one with a little bit of mesh here. I thought it kind of gives that overland vibe I was looking for on this truck. So overall, pretty happy, other than I forgot to put bushwhackers on the back of this fender here. I went with blacked out rims. Like, I chose the color of the rims, I went with black. I went with a black bumper on the back, just your standard ball hitch. But if you look inside the box, I got the gooseneck hitch. And I should note that they labeled it wrong in the mod section. So they call this a fifth wheel, whereas they call that you see in the red truck a gooseneck, and that is just reversed. So it's a little startling when you first see it, but you just have to look at what you're actually selecting, and it should be no problem there. The base package for the truck is not expensive at all. Like, if you look at some of these other trucks, like the pickup 2017 at $45,000, this one here is $45,000. It's ridiculous. So I am happy to announce that this truck is not expensive. It's great. It means that everyone should be able to buy this truck pretty early on in their game. And so let's go and see what we got going on here. The white truck we had the 8-speed auto, which gave us 401 horsepower. So we're going to call that the 400 horse truck. We can bump up to a 10-speed, and you can get manual or automatic. I chose automatic simply because it's easier to test. And there we're going for 445, so you can say roughly about 450 horse, and that'll be the blue truck. And then we got a 6-speed, but with 550. So we got 400, 450, and 550. In this case, I'm going to choose the highest horsepower just for what we're doing right now, getting a fully chromed out truck. Wheel brands, Continental is your standard street tire, nothing special. And then when you go to Michelin, you see right away you get just a little more aggressive, and it keeps getting more aggressive. This is up to number 3. You can see you got bead lockers on there already. And then we got like the really low pros on Michelin 4. And then we got Michelin Dually, which unfortunately is the only option we have there. But I'm going to keep that as a Continental, and we're going to focus on these rims instead. Just see what we can do to bling this thing really out. So you got that really heavy rim there. You got this snowflake style rim. I kind of like that one. I think it's pretty easy to bling out. And you got these I don't know, service wheels. Look kind of ugly. And also I noticed that they're only 6-bolt. And then you got these heavy duty ones with hubcaps. And yeah, then we can go to a very standard GM rim with duals. So this is something I didn't even know about. I'm just discovering this along with you guys. And because I didn't know about this before, I am going to choose this option because I think it's really cool. Okay, front end. Like I said, we're going to try to chrome this guy right out. So front end 1 plus headlights. Now what they mean with headlights is fog lights at the bottom on either side of your license plate. So that's front end 1. We got front end 2, which takes away the Silverado name in there. So now we got 2 plus headlight. And we want to do that number 2 plus headlight. Now suspension, again, standard, high suspension. That's the only 2 options we have. I'm going for a lowered dually now because I got a jacked up one already. Bumper, we have metal base plus metal bumper. So that is underneath the license plate. That's your metal base and your metal bumper. We can do metallic base with a black bumper. We can do metallic base with a colored bumper. And black base with metal bumper. So I'm kind of partial to that one because I think it makes the most sense. You got all black, black base plus colored, colorful base plus metallic bumper, colored base, black bumper, color base plus colored bumper. Then we got a Model 2. Like, this is what I should have put on that overland truck. We got tow hooks and a winch. I don't think the winch is one that works. So you got the low. This looks like a Baja bumper. It's got the skid plates and all that good jazz. Anyway, you guys kind of see what I'm getting at here. Okay, and then extensions. These are your fenders. So we can go primary color or extension 2, which gives you those bushwhackers. Extension 2 in primary color. Extension 1 plastic. And I think we're going to go with the primary color. I think that is fine. An extra headlight, standard. What they mean with that is your light bar and lighthouse with grill. See, they have some really odd naming. I would call that a cargo rack with lighting. Beacon light with orange. There you go. And you got your red and blue beacon light. I kind of like that. I think we're going to stick with that one, just so it's a little different. And we'll add that light bar as well, just because it's a little different. And here we go. These are the door handles now. Plastic door handle. Now this one they call metal door handle. They made a mistake here. This is actually your body color. So here's your colored door handle, and this is actually chrome. So that's the one you want to chrome this thing out. Window film, just the light smoke is fine. It goes smoke 1, 2, 3 and clear. We're not too worried about too much tint. Alright, plastic mirrors and plastic hood scoop. So we definitely want to chrome these out. Here we got metallic mirror caps, you can see, plus plastic hood. Colored mirrors, plastic hood. Or we can have plastic mirrors with metallic hood scoop. Metallic mirrors, metallic hood scoop. There's the one we're looking for. Okay, center console and black interior. Now I want you guys to pay attention to that center console there. Now we got it with the orange interior. But this is console number 2. See how that cup holder changed? Look again. This is the dual cup holder. And then also you have the triple cup holder. So there's a little bit of difference there. We're going to go with that bright orange. And then attachers. Long chassis, that gives you that 6-foot bed. And standard gives you that 4.5-foot bed. This case I'm going to go for longer because I think a dually looks better with a longer box. And shaft width. So the phrasing is very odd. But shaft width means your front axle. So we got 5 different options there. Just to point out how much it changes, we're going to go from 1 and we're going to go straight to 5. Now watch what happens right here on the front tire. You see that? That's what we're looking at right there. I think sticking out just a touch is pretty good. It still looks lined up alright. I think that's exactly where we want it. And exhaust. Alrighty. It's pretty easy to see when you don't have a box on it. There's your black tip. You got the little hexagon shape. And black hexagon. And you got your standard doubles. Black tip. Hexagon tips, or standard. Doesn't really make a difference to me. Main color. There's the color of your truck, right? Seeing as we have all those other colors, I gotta choose something that's way off of everything else. We're gonna go straight for a black. I don't have a black truck in here. Let's see what we got for black. Black metallic. Okay. Oh yeah, there we are. What was that? That was black chrome. Then we got black polished. Ooh, that is black polished. It is. That's beautiful. Okay, now suspension. Just to show you what we're doing, I'm going to select John Deere, and you can see the suspension components at the front if you look through those front wheels. But we're not worried about that too much, and if I had black, I would probably choose to go with a red metallic or a polished red maybe. Yeah, that's pretty sharp right there. And then the grid. This is your grill we're talking now. So what we're gonna do, just to show you, let's select a blue. You see that? That's your crossbar there. And we're going for chrome. Actually, no, we're gonna go for that stainless steel. I think it's a little brighter. Yeah, that stainless steel is brighter. Okay, now we have grid 2, and these are those smaller crossbars. Once again, let me just show you which ones we're talking about. With the yellow I just lit up there, we're gonna bring it right back to stainless steel. There you go. Rim color, stainless steel right now. That is beautiful. And we can lease. Yes. Okay. So now we got that. We can go down to our miscellaneous. We gotta go put a long box on here. So what you're gonna see is normal, but short body or just normal body. Okay. So let's take a look at this truck box here. Extension, we need to go for dually, because we do have duals. Dually with plastic or dually with colored. I think we're going with colored because that's what we have on the front. Bumper, metallic. We're going for that chrome. But there is a black option. There's colored. And then roll cage. That gives you the option of a black roll cage, metallic, one with the mesh like on my blue truck. We'll go with this one. Bed cover, you can get a tonneau, you can get a box. The box gives us a little more metal, so we'll take it. Antennas, you can do left or right or both. I don't need it. Stickers, you have Silverado right here. Or you can choose that striping package over the fenders. Those are your two options there. I think I'm going to choose Silverado just because I think it's a nice touch. Your attachers, and here's where that confusion comes in. So you got your standard hitch, adjustable hitch, fifth wheel, which is really gooseneck, and here they have gooseneck, which is a fifth wheel. And standard hitch plus what should be gooseneck, and you can see what we're doing here. So I'm going to choose this setup right here. I think this is pretty good. And main color, we're going to change this to that beautiful, beautiful polished black. Yep, just like that. The sticker is black right now. We can't have it like that, so I'm gonna try to see what it looks like in a stainless steel. Oh, that is spiffing. Yes, let's grab that. Okay, let's see what the destruction is here. We just created ourselves the shiniest of all boys. Alrighty. Let's fire this thing up. Very good, very good. The little LED lights, the accent lights if you will, they're lit up pretty nice. That's good. And that seems to work really well. Alrighty. Well, that is awesome. And then again, there's running lights, or yeah, high beam, fog lights, light bar, dash light, I believe, and turn off everything. And then there's your police strobes. So much brighter than the TLX, it seems. I think it's pretty good, all in all. There is some other features that these trucks offer, and I know you guys want to see me torture test these trucks, but there are a couple features I do have to show you before we get into the torture testing. So, for one, oh shoot, I gotta start the truck to do that. Oh, look at that, the orange lights came on the on the mirrors as it started up. But for whatever reason, I have lift on my truck. I don't know why. Obviously our tension belts are still very straightforward. So I did not know I did not know we had suspension on these. But that is wild. Go for that Carolina squat or what? That is fascinating. That is not even what I wanted to do. Anyway, now if I can figure out how I did this the other day. Oh, there we go. So there's your mirrors extending in and out. And what they can also do is fold up. You know, if you're parking in a tight spot or you're trying to get into your barn, you can fold them right up, and that way you can get inside that barn nice and easy. Alrighty. And then we have option 2 on the trucks. This is called seat and steering column. So what you're going to see is, well, for one, we can open the box. That's cool. But then we have telescopic steering. Let's really get in there so you guys can see it. We have tilt. That's awesome. And then we have seat forward and backward. And low rider. Up, down, up, down. And I don't know what my left controller does, but it's probably something awesome. Yeah, so there's definitely tons of options. Truck sounds hilarious. There you go. So now we got all those features out of the way. Now we can finally go ahead and show you guys the rest of the torture test. Well, we usually start every test by pulling a simple wagon loaded up, and we're going to do the same thing here. We're just going to back this truck on up, and this is the one that doesn't have a ball hitch. And as you can see, if it doesn't have a ball hitch, it won't hook up at all. So this truck is pretty much useless to me as is. I am going to have to add a ball hitch if we want to test it out. And we do want to test it out because this is that base truck. It's the 400 horsepower. So I am going to have to see if I can put a hitch to it. But while we're here, let's see if the game allows us to hook up to a gooseneck trailer without an actual hitch. It does not appear so. There's no prompts to it. So we're going to say that these mods are very realistic. If you don't have it, then you're not going to be able to use it. So it's a word of caution to you guys. If you're going to build this truck here is a grocery getter, because I didn't add a hitch to it. So I'm going to have to do some refabricating, and then I will be right back. Alright, we got the situation sorted out, and as a reminder to you guys, the hitch on the back here is, for whatever reason, bolted to the box. It's not bolted to the frame, just so you guys are aware. So if you want to add that hitch, because you're tired of just having a grocery getter, you have to specify that on your truck menu, not on the pickup menu, because it's not on the pickup menu. But we added that gooseneck right away. We want to see if we can hook up to it, but let's just do a better job of backing up to it. Oh, that's not quite it either. This truck does not have good brakes, I notice. But there you go. So it's... Nope. That is not what I wanted. Fold that back up. What I wanted was fold my tailgate. Thank you. So it looks like it clears pretty well. Everything looks right about it. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, now on to the first little tug test here. We can hook it up. It looks like it catches on the ball. And this is the 400 horsepower truck. We'll take this little wagon for a little rip. No sweat there. The truck takes the wagon. It's 8,000 liters of lime. And oh, we got a death wobble going on with the wagon, so that's fun. But overall, yeah, 400 horsepower is plenty to pull this little wagon along. There's no issue whatsoever. So I don't think we need to test any of the other trucks. They're obviously going to ace this. But this is a great base comparison to do. I'm gonna bring this wagon right back here again. So it did really well. Yeah, I got no complaints on my end for that. Now we should probably move on to some things that might be a little more difficult for it. Tug test number 2. This cultivator we can hook up to the pickup truck, but can it cultivate? That is the question. And we're about to find out. I'm gonna hire a worker, and my game froze, so it seems. There we go. Yeah, it can cultivate. And it can cultivate in a hurry. It left out half of the row for whatever reason. Okay. And how's it going to manage to back around? Or is it not even going to worry about that? It does look like it almost had a bit of drooping on the suspension, but not much. But yeah, no, pulling this little disc or cultivator, that proved to be very effective. I'm just not sure what the AI worker's idea is with where it's going with this. So yes, can you cultivate with this thing? Absolutely you can. As long as it's not too big, should be no problem there. Right on. Right on. We need to go find more trouble for this thing. The 400 horses proven to be quite the trooper here. We need to find more aggressive things for this thing to do. I figured to give ourselves a big challenge. What we're going to do, we're going to get this low boy all set up here. We'll hook up the dolly converter to it, and we'll put the biggest, heaviest combine or tractor I can find. We'll throw that on there. We'll see how the truck does. But there is one other thing I did want to show you guys. So right now it's just got the little gooseneck ball in there, and if I back under there, it shows I can hook up to it. Now mark my words very carefully, don't do it. Your truck will glitch out like terribly. It is not a good time. Your truck will be stuck and glitched in there, and you'll have to fight to get it out, and you may have to reset your truck entirely. And if you're like me, you just lease these vehicles, you didn't buy them actually, so you might end up having to return them and then totally reconfigure your vehicle again, which is honestly way too much work. So yeah, just try not to do that part, I guess. But I'm going to get this gooseneck all set up here, and then we're going to try and put a nice heavy unit on there. That's the plan. With all of our lights on and everything, we're ready to give this a go. This again is 450 horsepower, and it's doing alright for itself. Again, we're not very surprised. It's a very capable truck. Braking, non-existent. Or near non-existent. Oh boy, okay. That dolly is having a really bad time, that's for sure. Bouncing around like it is. Doesn't surprise me why it tripped up when we went fast around a corner. But no, it seems to be doing alright. So we're taking a look inside just to see what it looks like, and it's not bad. We can maintain a half decent speed. This truck's obviously no heavier than that base model because we only added a few cosmetics and a bit of a heavier engine. I don't think that added any significant amount of weight to the truck itself. But yeah, seems to be pulling it all right. Okay, well, we need to move on to the dually then. Now with this one, I'm kind of curious about that adjustable hitch. So I do want to see what's going to happen there as we start to pull, but I was hoping to get that other... There we go. There, now we got a little more weight there. Okay. Oh wow. We're actually spinning our wheels. That was kind of cool. But again, now we're talking 500 horsepower here. Or 550 I should say. The other one was 450. We're at 550 now. And this thing is pulling it like an absolute champ. There's no hesitation on its part. So that's great. Yeah. This truck is definitely meant for the job, and it's doing a really good job. But so far we haven't been putting a lot of weight on the truck. So my next test, I want to actually throw some weight on the truck. I want to see what we can do with some weight. Okay, we wanted more weight, and I got us more weight. This here is a nice tipper trailer with a gooseneck hitch, and inside of there we have lime. So I went and bought a whole bunch of these lime packets, and so what you're gonna see is the exact same thing as I got in the little gravity wagon. This is 8,000 liters. We were able to pull this beautifully. Oh, I fell. But inside of our gooseneck here is a whole 30,000 liters of lime. There you go. You can see it there, 30,000. So we need to see if we get any kind of squat on the suspension when we hook up to it. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. We need to see what kind of cargo capacity this truck has. Okay, ready for this? Let's do it. Okay. Yep, there's definitely a little bit of squat. We'll unhook that again. Obviously your truck's gonna bounce a little, but now watch again. There's just very minimal squat. That is actually kind of cool. There we go. We can easily pull it, I assume. Oh yeah, it's no problem. No problems there. Awesome, awesome. I'm going to detach that, and then I'll take this truck out of the way. So that tells us that even at the base package, no heavy duty suspension or anything, this truck is perfect. This thing should be able to do a lot of heavy lifting. And that's just what we want, right? Okay. Now, I wanted to try the dually as well. And we haven't really taken this black guy yet. We haven't really taken this black dually out for anything, honestly. So we need to do that too. Let's see what kind of squat we get while we hook up the black dually. I would love it if they did something with the brakes. There's just something wrong with it. There we go. Get nice and close so we can see and attach. Yeah, there's just barely anything. And we can adjust that neck too, but for right now we're just looking for what we're all doing here. The weight itself. And suspension wise, even if we drop it entirely, I'm going to try to unhook the trailer now. Okay, and when I hook it back up, there's not all that much squat. I have a feeling that this truck is going to be coming onto a farm, one of my farms in the right near future. Now lastly, I want to try the ball hitch. I want to see what kind of squat we get with those. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to find another tipper just like that gooseneck one. We're going to see if we can fill it up the same way. And we're going to try a little bit of hitch action here. Okay, we have the same tipper trailer, same 30,000 liters. But now, we're just going to hook it up to a bumper hitch. And and does not look like it did much flexing. It more or less stayed the same. And when we pull, we're getting a little bit of squat, a little bit of body roll, body bounce, but it's not bad. Okay, see, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Alright. Obviously our truck will lift up when we unhook. That's just what our game does, right? Alrighty, well, off to the next one. I want to try that adjustable hitch. That's the one I've been really curious about. And so I'm going to grab this black dually here again. There we go. And let's see if we can notice any difference at all. I'm just very curious about how it's going to work. Didn't seem to make any difference. I'm going to unhook it again. And I want to... Okay, calm down, truck. There. I want to see when I hook it up now. Yeah. I don't see anything outstanding or anything different, really. It pulls beautifully. Yeah, there's no sweat here. I'll take it around the grass field for a loop. Just to try, I guess. Yeah, no, it seems to take it pretty well. Well, that's cool. I don't see much movement on that hitch either, so I'm not sure what the adjustable thing is. Maybe there's something I'm missing. And maybe it is when you have that hitch, that's where you get that hydraulic suspension looking thing. I don't know. But whatever the case, it's pretty awesome. And this truck, honestly, kind of looks cool. I just like it. I'm going to try my red dually as well. Simply because that one's jacked up, so the bumper is going to be much higher. The hitch is going to be much higher, and because of that, and because it's got a raised suspension, I'm imagining maybe usually on a raised suspension you're going to have a little more travel, and so it might be a little softer, and that's what I want to test next. Alright, now with the raised suspension, hook up, and yes, we did get a bit of bounce there, didn't we? We'll do it again. Obviously when we unhook we get a little bounce, but we don't get as much bounce because the trailer can't lift you up quite as high. But yeah, when we hook up we do get a little bit of bounce. Alright. And as far as driving goes, seem to notice a little more body roll, which is to be expected. When you have a lifted truck you do have body roll. But overall, not bad, not bad. Can't complain. Oh, now we kind of overpowered ourselves, but we managed to bring her back. Yeah, that 550 horse is great. So I guess in conclusion, what can we say? These trucks are really well designed by the modder. And honestly, I didn't even bother to look who made this mod. But whoever did, absolute kudos to you. You've done a fantastic job of designing these trucks, getting the details right, and also allowing modability. You know, allowing us to create our own custom truck with so many different options. Bumpers, exhausts, roof lights. I know you didn't get all the wording right. I have a feeling maybe our modder isn't English as a primary language, you know. We have lots of our modders coming from Europe, and so they could be coming from a country where English is taught as a second language, and so I'm not going to hold it against them for a few errors in the details when you're modding or when you're customizing your truck, because the outstanding performance of these trucks, I think, pretty much stands for itself. I am very pleased with these units, and even from down to the very basic one, you know, the 400 horsepower, no frills, no extra anything. This truck really, it does it all, right? No special tires, nothing, and it pulls great. It does everything you need. So kudos to the modder who built the mod here. And as for my recommendation, is this a good mod or not? I think it's pretty obvious. I am very pleased, both as a GM fan, but also as a farm simulator fan and as a mod fan. I think that this is one of the better created mods, and I think that you'll be seeing this truck in one of my farm maps in the very near future. I have a pretty good feeling about that. So, in closing, thanks again for watching, everyone. The support that I've been seeing recently has been huge, and I really, really do appreciate every single view, every single watch minute, watch hour that you guys put in. The comments are awesome. You know, every time you guys interact, it's great. I love it. The contest continues. The winner will be chosen sometime in the new year. I'm hoping before the end of January, but we'll see how the holidays play out and kind of go from there. But thanks again to everyone, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care now.